Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 22K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets. Go ahead and take advantage of that, guys. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today. Starting with the Seattle Mariners versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Seattle opening up as road favorites at minus 150. The Pirates plus 125 with the over-under at 8.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 63-60. The Pirates 57-64. Pitching for Seattle is Luis Castillo with an ERA at 3.46. Pitching for the Pirates is Bailey Falter with an ERA of 4.07. Castillo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. Falter, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Seattle on a 4-game losing streak, coming off a Pittsburgh loss yesterday, 5-3. Pittsburgh ending their big losing streak that they were on. Seattle 8-3 on the road against Pittsburgh. 5-2 against Pittsburgh. So, I mean, they've still been very good against Pittsburgh. Castillo giving up 7 runs on his last 3 starts. Falter's giving up 5. Not too much of a pitching advantage there, but yeah, you got Seattle struggling right now. Pittsburgh getting their first one struggling. Kind of a tough matchup here. Pittsburgh just been very bad. Haven't seen them get 2 games in a row here, so man, I don't know, but I think I gotta take the Pirates today. Good value with the Pirates. Maybe they get a streak going again, but Seattle on a little bit of a downslide here. I think I'll lean with the Pirates plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the New York Yankees versus the Detroit Tigers. Yankees opening up as road favorites at minus 200. Detroit plus 160 with the over-under at 8.5. Yankees coming into this matchup 73-50. Detroit 59-64. Pitching for the Yankees is Carlos Rodon with an ERA of 4.04. Pitching for Detroit is Keeter Montero with an ERA of 5.76. Rodon, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Montero, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Yankees on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Detroit win yesterday, 3-0, shutting them out. They're 8-1 on the road, 6-1 against Detroit, where they've been very good. Montero hasn't been that great on the mound. He's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Rodon's given up 5, coming off that 0-run game here. Yeah, I think I gotta take the Yankees on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at minus 170. The Blue Jays plus 140 with the over-under at 8. Toronto coming into this matchup 57-65. The Cubs 60-63. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.30. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 3.32. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Steele, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Bassett coming off 7-run game. He's given up 14 runs in 3 starts here. Bassett just hasn't been good on the mound here. Toronto losing 5-6 to the Cubs yesterday. They're 1-4 against the Cubs, 0-5 on the road against the Cubs, where they've really struggled. I do not like Bassett on the mound. I mean, he's just been getting lit up here lately. I think I gotta take the Cubs at home today. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Arizona opening up as road favorites at minus 130. The Rays plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 69-54. The Rays 60-61. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.69. Pitching for the Rays is Jeffrey Springs with an ERA of 4.61. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Springs, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Arizona, coming off a Tampa Bay loss yesterday, 4-5. Rays 3-7 in their last 10. Been a struggle for the Rays. Haven't built up a winning streak at all. Arizona, they've had their struggles against Tampa, just 2-6 against Tampa Bay here. Pretty even pitching matchup, I would say, right now. And I think there's good value with the Rays today. And I'll take Tampa Bay plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at minus 190. The Marlins plus 150 with the over-under at 8.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 45-77. The Mets 63-59. Pitching for the Marlins is Max Meyer with an ERA of 5.20. Pitching for the Mets is Luis Severino with an ERA of 4.38. Meyer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Severino, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 8 strikeouts. I mean, both pitchers pitching so bad right now. Mayer's given up 14 runs in his last 3. Severino's also given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts. Miami on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Mets 7-3 yesterday. I mean, Miami 3-7 on the road against the Mets, 2-5 against the Mets, where they've been really bad. Hate both pitchers here. I think the over is the better play in this matchup, with both pitchers getting lit up. But Mets have been dominant against the Marlins here, so I think I'm going to take a shot with the Mets at home. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at minus 200. The Nationals plus 160 with the over-under at 9. Nationals coming into this matchup 55-68. The Phillies 72-50. Pitching for the Nationals is Mackenzie Gore with an ERA of 4.73. Pitching for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez with an ERA of 3.56. Gore, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Washington on a 3-game losing streak, back-to-back losses against the Phillies. Surprisingly, Corbin didn't have a horrible game like you would have thought. You know, they only gave up 2 total runs yesterday. They're 0-5 against the Phillies, 0-7 on the road against the Phillies here. Sanchez, though, man, he's coming off some bad games. He's coming off a 7, 1, and 6 run game, or coming off a 0-run game. It's tough because Washington, they've just been so bad against the Phillies. They cannot win in Philadelphia. Even as bad as Sanchez has been, I think I still got to take the Phillies. Maybe we get more hits today. We get that over. Could be a play. But I just don't trust the Nationals. So hopefully Sanchez can have a game more where he gives up about 1 run. And we'll take the Phillies at home. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at minus 130. The Royals plus 110 with the over-under at 9.5. Royals coming into this matchup 67-55. The Reds 60-62. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA at 3.50. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Lodolo with an ERA at 3.99. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Lodolo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Royals on a 2-game winning streak, beating the Reds yesterday 7-1. Nice win for the Royals. They're 7-1 on the road against Cincinnati. They've actually been really good against the Reds here. Lodolo, coming off some bad starts here. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts, so he hasn't really been that sharp. Wacha coming off 3 straight 2-run games here, so been pretty consistent. But yeah, plus money with the Royals. They've been good on the road. Don't love Lodolo on the mound. I'll take the Royals plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -125. Boston +110 with the over-under at 9. Boston coming into this matchup 64-57. Baltimore 72-51. Pitching for Boston is Brian Bello with an ERA of 4.97. Pitching for Baltimore is Cade Povich with an ERA of 6.27. Bello, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Povich, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. Boston, high scoring win yesterday for them, winning 12-10. Boston, they are just 2-6 against Baltimore, where they've had their struggles. They're 1-6 on a Saturday right now, which is an interesting stat. Povich hasn't been that good on the mound. He's given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts. I think that's why you see the line the way it is. I think Boston's a good dog today, and I'll take Boston +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the we've got the Minnesota Twins versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -130. Twins +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Twins coming into this matchup 69-53. The Rangers 56-67. Pitching for the Twins is David Festa with an ERA at 5.20. Pitching for the Rangers is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA at 3.75. Festa, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Eovaldi, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts, given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Has not been that great. Minnesota on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the Rangers. Rangers really struggling, 2-8 in their last 10. Minnesota 5-1 on the road against the Rangers, 4-1 against the Rangers, where they've been really good. Festa has only given up 3 runs in his last 3 starts, been very solid. I think they're good dogs today. I'll take the Twins +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Oakland Athletics. Giants opening up as road favorites at -130. Oakland +110 with the over-under at 8. Giants coming into this matchup 62-62. Oakland 52-70. Pitching for the Giants is Hayden Birdsong with an ERA of 5.40. Pitching for Oakland is Osvaldo Bido with an ERA of 3.92. Birdsong, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Bido, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. That Birdsong coming off a 5 and 7 run game here. Giants coming off a Braves win. Oakland, they're coming off a Mets win. Giants, they're 8-4 against Oakland, so they've been good head-to-head here. Bido coming off 2 solid starts here, but Birdsong, getting lit up his last 2 on the mound. I think Oakland's good dogs today, with Birdsong struggling a bit. I'll take the A's +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -400. The White Sox +300 with the over-under at 8. White Sox coming into this matchup 30-93. The Astros 65-56. Pitching for the White Sox is Chris Flexen with an ERA of 5.34. Pitching for Houston is Hunter Brown with an ERA of 3.96. Flexen, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 1 strikeout. Brown, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. The White Sox beating Houston yesterday 5-4. Big underdog win from the White Sox yesterday. Ending with Houston's big winning streak they were on. This is what we've seen from the White Sox, though. They get a big win and then lose multiple in a row. And we see a team that's a big favorite, doesn't play that good in that game, and then the next game they go out and smoke the White Sox. That's kind of what I feel like is going to happen today. And I like a big bounce back from Houston here. And I'll take Houston at home today. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -115. The Guardians -105 with the over-under at 7.5. Guardians coming into this matchup 72-50. The Brewers 70-52. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA of 3.39. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 4.11. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Peralta, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's coming off back-to-back 4-run games. Cleveland losing to Milwaukee yesterday 5-3. Brewers on a little 3-game winning streak. Cleveland just 1-6 against the Brewers, 2-6 on the road against the Brewers, where they've had their struggles head-to-head. Yeah, Peralta coming off 2 bad starts here. Beebe's been very solid. And I know Guardians have been bad against the Brewers here, but I actually like them today. Not in love with Freddie on the mound. He's been struggling here these last few games. Give me the Guardians plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -170. The Cardinals plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 72-51. The Cardinals 60-62. Pitching for the Dodgers is Bobby Miller with an ERA of 8.07. Pitching for the Cardinals is Andre Palante with an ERA of 4.21. Miller, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 9 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Palante, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Dodgers coming off a St. Louis win yesterday, 7-6. Cardinals on a 5-game losing streak. Bad stretch they're on right now. Dodgers 4-1 against St. Louis, where they've been very good. Miller coming off a 9-run game. Like, that's not going to look pretty. But his other games prior, last 2 prior, he's given up 2 and 3 runs here. So, hasn't been the best pitcher in the rotation. Palante coming off a 1-run game, but he gave up 5 and 3 prior. So both pitchers can give up some runs here, but I think I'm just going to lean with the Dodgers. Hopefully Bobby Miller can have a decent game and not get lit up like he did last game. I'll take the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Colorado Rockies. Padres opening up as road favorites at -210. The Rockies plus 170 with the over-under at 11. Padres coming into this matchup 69-54. The Rockies 45-78. Pitching for the Padres is Dylan Cease with an ERA at 3.41. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 5.75. Cease, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. Padres losing to the Rockies yesterday 7-3. Disappointing loss from the Padres here. They are 12-3 on the road, so we know they can win on the road. Cease been very good on the mound for them this season. Freeland had some rough starts, hasn't been that great this year. I like a big bounce back from the Padres today. Love Dylan Cease on the mound. I'll take the Padres on the road. In the last matchup, we got the Atlanta Braves versus the LA Angels. Braves opening up as road favorites at -215. The Angels plus 170 with the over-under at 8. Braves coming into this matchup 64-58. The Angels 53-69. Pitching for the Braves is Chris Sale with an ERA at 2.61. Pitching for the Angels is Griffin Canning with an ERA of 5.18. Sale, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 12 strikeouts. Canning, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 0 strikeouts. The Braves losing to the Angels yesterday 3-2. Disappointing loss from them. They are just 1-4 against the Angels. So they've had their struggles against the Angels, but love Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves. Canning's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. Sale's given up 4. So yeah, really liking the Braves today. I like a big bounce back with Sale on the mound. Give me the Braves on the road. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.